Hey guys, what's going on? This is a CHP unit that I did. I was able to work the side marker indicators on the sides. You do have more space on one side than you do have on the other. This is the slick top. You've seen that one. This is the LAPD unit. You've seen that one. This has the mirror lights in the spots. This guy did such a clean install on these spots. You know, when you look at him, what he does is he also integrates the mirror lights in, which are I think 1.8 millimeter. Very small wiring in them, and all his LEDs are not pre-wired. None of them are pre-wired. The ones on the roof bar here weren't pre-wired. They were difficult to put in. And, you know, I mean, yeah, they're cheaper to do because they don't cost nearly as much, but you'll notice that has chrome wheels on it now. The reason it has chrome wheels on it is because I got this one, and I'm waiting. I think I'm going to I kind of like those chrome wheels on that car, though. I like them on the CHP units. I don't know why. They're just stock, but these are the dog wheels. And this car is really nice. It's an LAPD unit. It has the drilled in antennas, and the guy did even a better job than I did with mounting. Instead of using wire insulation, he used, I don't know what in the hell he used, but whatever he used, he did a good job on it because they look real. But he does, this car surprised me. I saw it on eBay, and the seller was a real kind of a jerk. He wouldn't answer any emails, any messages, but that's alright, you know, no big deal. I don't know why in the world this car lasted as long as it did on eBay, but I passed it up about 3 times. And then I started looking at it, and he had 2 pictures. No video, but 2 pictures. And I could tell that the antennas were drilled in. And I could see that it had a satellite antenna on here. I could see that it had decals, but I could barely see it because it was like this. But he didn't have any of this lit up. And when I got it, I thought, oh man, you know, the antennas were actually bent in the box, and I thought, oh man, this is going to be a nightmare. You know, I could have made a better car than this. But it's really a stock Motormax car with decals on it, LAPD decals. Guy did a really good job. He got bumper stickers on the back. But here's what I like, and this freaked me out when I got it. First of all, I couldn't find the Siren. The Siren's mounted up here, and that's a good place for the Siren because it's a flush mount. It's got a short shaft, and you need to have a place. You need to have a place to light this up. But check this out. These are the integrated circuits. I just wish that he would have put the mirror lights in and the side indicators. There's one guy who does that and does it all, but this is the LAPD unit. Yeah, I've got these spotlights down. He's got an integrated circuit in here, or a circuit board rather, that varies the pattern of the lights. Nobody will tell me where I can get these. And I think the reason they do that is because they know if they give that away and people start finding out about it, that, you know, other people will start building them. Well, I'll start building them, but, you know, I mean, I'd build them for myself. I wouldn't build them to sell. Although I might, you know, I mean, if I can get these cars down, and I know these cars pretty well on the inside. This does have the prisoner cage in it too. I can open the back door, I guess. And maybe you can see that in there, yeah. Prisoner cage. But this light in the center is kind of cool. I did put a laptop in it. I put the dog wheels on it. But this light, aside from all the rest, has it's a 3 blink glow, and it's set at a real low rate. I don't know how in the world they do it. You know, it makes it look like magic, but it can't be that hard. These are just model cars, that's all they are. You know, I like the police car models, I like the emergency models because I do like the lights, but at the same time I would like to do lights on some of the model cars that are really cool that aren't emergency, you know, emergency vehicles that are he's got 2 in the grill. But the cars that aren't emergency vehicles, that are like Ferraris and, you know, really cool cars that you can do a lot with, just because these cars have emergency lighting. If you can figure out how to do the illuminated dash and things like that, oh man, you know, those guys, I don't know how in the world they do that. But it's a good car, and it's not bad for an LAPD unit. If the guy would have answered his emails, he would have sold it a lot faster. I would have bought this car a lot sooner had he even answered, you know, an email. But evidently he didn't have time for that, and that's cool. But you know, at the same time, you know, all he had to do was take a 5-minute video or a 2-minute video of this car going around just like it is right now, and he would have gotten a lot more money out of it. He said that he got it for his kid, and his kid quit playing with it. And you know, that's like, oh no, you know, it's going to be beat up, dirt all over it, you know, no telling what the kid's done with it. But it actually came with a little LAPD badge. It was, here, I'll show it to you if I can find it. From Dragnet. It's a little tie pin. You know, even threw that in. 714. Although 714, well, the badge that's on Dragnet says Sergeant on it, for Sergeant Friday. But anyway, these are LAPD. But yeah, I threw that in. That came on the box, and I thought it was paper. But I was kind of surprised to see that, you know, it was full size, or I mean that it was a shield. A lot of detail in that shield too. So you know, he tossed that in, and then he threw the car in, or threw that in with the car, and I think it's pretty nice. Anyway, I'm 8 minutes in. I don't want to go any longer on this, but if I could change the grill out, and I might do that, I might put, you know, black grill on and put a push bar on and call it good. And these cars I might sell, I don't know. These two I might keep because they were such a pain to build. And, you know, I really like those two cars. This car I really like. This one is really nice if I can just get a push bar and that grill swapped out. If I can't swap it out if it's too difficult to do. I may run into this guy's wiring by doing that. And one thing I've learned about these cars is sometimes they're better left just as they are. You know, you go making alterations on them. Sometimes you can do it and sometimes you can't. And, you know, if you screw up one part on one of these cars, they're very difficult to get parts for. If not impossible, just like a screw. You can't go to a hardware store and get a model car screw. 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Anyway, take it easy, guys. I like that light pattern. Here's an overhead of it. The guy who made this did a real good job. I know he's on YouTube because I've seen his videos. And my hat's off to you, buddy. I don't know how you did it. I don't know what kind of light circuits you're using, or I mean circuit boards you're using to get these to flash like that. There's several people that have these. I don't know how in the world you do it. I wish you'd tell me, but you know, if it's a trade secret, it's a trade secret. I'll figure it out on my own, but it's going to take me a lot longer unless you tell me. But, you know, just like with anything else, you know, it's very cool once you know. But I like this car. This is the other LAPD unit. These are the only ones I'm going to get, I think. You know, I mean, as far as emergency vehicles, you know, I've got one other sheriff's unit and another black unmarked unit, and that one has mirror lights on it. But I might sell some of these off. But before I do, I'm going to enjoy them. Turn them on every now and then. You know, these aren't the kind of cars that you, oh, I don't know, they say that, you know, kids can't play with them. Kids can play with them. You know, if you got a kid, a kid's not going to tear up these cars. You know, the wiring in them's very, you know, very rugged. There's nothing wrong with, you know, a kid playing with these cars. I don't think a kid could screw these cars up. He might have a seizure if he's got epilepsy, or, you know, that's possible, but other than that, you know, doing damage to the car itself, I don't think there'd be a problem with that. But there's a lot of lights on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27. There's probably about 30. I'm just not counting them all. 28. Probably around 30. Oh, and one in the center console. Yeah, but anyway, a lot of light output, and very nice car. I like the spotlights. The spotlights are going to be tough, but I can see right here how he did it. It doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look as good as this guy's work, but hey, you know, it's still pretty damn nice. And for the price that I got this at, I'm happy with it. But that little badge, I was surprised to see. I thought that was a piece of, I thought it was a sticker in the picture. And I thought maybe Motormax actually produced, you know, a backdrop with that affixed to it. But evidently this guy, his kid just got a little tie tack, a little badge tie tack. Or maybe he did, I don't know. But he put it on. But yeah, the silver wheels were on this car, the black wheels were on that car. I like the CHP units to have. I was kind of missing the hubcaps, but I like the wheels, the dog wheels on the LAPD unit, because it gives them an urban look. And you know, but I do have a light bar that would go on this, but I really hate to dick with this because it looks good. And even though it's stock, it's done very well. And I'd hate to mess up that pattern. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Later on.